The Montgomery boycotted and challenged the Jim Crow laws that were prevalent in the South at the time. The boycott was a response to the city's policy of racial segregation on its bus system. Is considered a pivotal event in the early civil rights movement in the United States. Major pieces of legislation passed as a result of the civil rights movement are Brown v. Board of Education, 1954. The Supreme Court declared that separate but equal accommodations and services were unconstitutional. Civil Rights Act of 1964. This declared discrimination illegal in employment, education, or public accommodation. Voting Rights Act of 1965. This act ended various activities practiced, mostly in the South, to bar blacks from exercising their voting rights. These included poll taxes and literacy tests. Key takeaways. The three major events of the civil rights movement are Montgomery bus boycott. In 1955, Rosa Parks refused to give her seat on the bus to a white man. As a result, she was tried and convicted of disorderly conduct and of violating local ordinances. A 381-day bus boycott ensued, protesting segregation on public buses. Desegregation of Little Rock in 1957, after the Supreme Court decision on Brown v. Board of Education, which declared separate but equal unconstitutional. The Arkansas School Board voted to desegregate their schools. Even though Arkansas was considered progressive, its governor brought in the Arkansas National Guard to prevent 9 black students from entering Central High School in Little Rock. President Eisenhower responded by federalizing the National Guard and ordering them to stand down. Birmingham campaign protesters organized a variety of actions, such as sit-ins and an organized march, to launch a voting campaign. When the city of Birmingham declared the protests illegal, the protesters, including Martin Luther King Jr., persisted and were arrested and jailed. Before the people of the 50s and 60s civil rights movement, we had others like Dred Scott, who sued for his freedom in America. In 1857, Dred Scott versus Sandford, the Supreme Court ruled that Scott was not entitled to his freedom and that African Americans weren't U.S. citizens.